Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Teresa and this is Plant and Pet Rescue, where we talk about the plants I rescued and I also mention a pet rescue. So today, let's get started. We have a couple of more new beginner plants for you. Once again, very low maintenance plants. The first guy we're going to start with is a pothos or a devil's ivy. This guy is a very fast grower. He requires, I water him every couple of days. I check on him. You don't want to keep him moist. You want to keep him kind of on the drier side. He does like indirect light, bright light, but it cannot be direct sunlight because it will burn his leaves. So as you can see, I've had this guy a couple of weeks. He is not a rescue, but I had him, I want to say about 2 weeks, and if you can see in here, he's already got babies coming out, and he's doing very well. He was probably half the size when I got him, believe it or not. I keep him on my glass shelf in my kitchen window where he gets a lot of light, but it's not direct sunlight. This guy is unfortunately toxic to pets, but he is an air purifier. You may have noticed years ago, maybe your grandmother had one or your mother had one. They grow so fast that they start to vine out, and I've known people who actually put them as hanging baskets. And they take those vines and wrap them around the room, and you just got to make sure you give this guy plenty of room to grow because he will. The next guy up is a ZZ plant. He's got a very long name. It's Zamioculcas zamifila. He is also liking lower light. He does not like to stay very wet. With this guy, I usually water him maybe once every 1 to 2 weeks, depending. He likes to stay dry in between waterings, and then you rewater him. He does like a little bit of lower light. He can go medium to bright, indirect, but same thing with him, you don't want to put him in full sunlight. So I keep mine across from my sliding window, and he has medium to low light, and he's been doing very well. You'll notice there's a couple of bite marks. This plant, he was a rescue, and I don't know what bit him, but I did take him, and he's grown very large. I've had him about maybe a year and a half. He is an air purifier, but he is also poisonous to pets. So once again, any of these poisonous plants, you really should keep them out of your pet's way or just consider getting something else. But some of these plants make us really happy, so we may not want to consider getting something else. Just be very safe and put them where they can't get them. Now, speaking of air purifiers, the rule of thumb is 2 plants that purify the air per 100 square foot of a room. So that means 2 plants in the 10 by 10 room will do the job as air purifiers. So once again, very easy plants, low maintenance. However, they're both toxic to pets, and the good thing is that they're air purifiers. The last thing I want to talk about is this little guy here. This is my little cactus, and I have to mention him. If you can see, he's got nubs at the bottom, and he's got new growth. I've had him about 6 months. He was a rescue, a little nubby guy, and I took him home, full sun. Of course, with a cactus, you don't water much. I water this guy maybe once every 2 weeks, and he is doing very well. So we're also going to follow this little guy on his journey from rescue to beautiful. So as you know, at the end of my videos, I talk about a rescue, a pet rescue. I'd like to talk a little bit about ARF, Animal Rescue Force Incorporated. They are based in New Jersey, central New Jersey. They've been rescuing, fostering and rescuing and adopting out since 1974. Basically, they rely on donations. They're not funded by anybody. All the donations come from people like you and I. They also do a lot of fundraising through their Tricky Trays, which are phenomenal. But unfortunately, for the last 2 years, I guess with COVID and everything, they were not able to do that. So their fundraising has kind of gotten a little slow. So they are a great rescue. I actually adopted my dog from ARF, and she's a really good dog, and she's here, so I'm gonna try and get her in the picture. I don't think she's camera shy. This is my Dora. We rescued her from ARF about 5 years ago, and she's something. She's a handful, but we love her. Okay guys, so if you're interested in supporting ARF, donating to them, or adopting a pet here in Jersey, please reach out to them at Animal Rescue Force Incorporated on Facebook. Also, their website is animalrescueforceincorporated.com. So it'll be Animal Rescue Force Inc. Inc.com. So this will end our video for today, but I will be back with other stuff, other rescues. So definitely hang around, follow me, like me on Facebook, subscribe to my channel. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, or a new topic that you want me to talk about, let me know. I will do the best I can, and I will answer all your questions. And until then, I will see you in my next video.